From Wish TV, your local news source, this is breaking news.
Right now at 5 o'clock, breaking news out of Plainfield, Indiana. Massive fire at a warehouse in Plainfield sending plumes of smoke into the air, turning the sky black. These are 4 different angles that you're looking at on your screen of the blaze. Burning at a Walmart distribution center. The smoke billowing could be seen for miles. Officials say all 1,000 employees are accounted for and all fire crews are safe. Good evening, everyone. I'm Phil Sanchez. So that is the good news here tonight. As you can see, the water trucks that just passed us by, they continue to bring water in to this massive fire here in Plainfield, Indiana, as we mentioned just a short time ago. Now, this distribution center, as we mentioned earlier in our 4 o'clock newscast, employs a lot of people and it has a lot of supplies inside. So that was the concern. Now, we're waiting a news conference, and bear with us here. This is breaking news happening live on TV right now. So they're going to get rolling with this press conference. We're going to pop the mic here and see what they have to say. Give us an update.
It's 5 p.m. on the events that have occurred today. We'll give a little bit of information that I have, and I'm going to turn it over to Chief Anderson to provide a little bit of update on the operation, and then we'll take a few questions. Employees' welfare, the last couple of hours has really been the big priority in getting interviews done with those employees to see what they know. A reunification center has been established at 1750 Smith Road. That is an Amazon facility that is fairly new. They have a lot of space there for us to reunify families. So families wanting to reunify with employees of Walmart need to go to that location, and they can accept you there. Additionally, the property behind me, the Walmart facilities, both of the facilities behind me are completely off limits to the public. That means that any employees that were working at the facility at the time can't retrieve their vehicles right now, and nor can they retrieve their property until the scene is released. Once that scene is released, we will put out information that employees can come back and get their belongings. But this is still a very active scene, so it will be quite some time before that can happen. And then now I'm going to turn it over to Chief Anderson. He can give you a little bit of an update. It's been an hour and a half since our last update, and he can give you the information on what's going on with the scene behind me.
Not a whole lot's changed since our 3:30 update. 2 things I would like to pass along is still encourage all residents that may be in or near the plume, just shelter in place. Don't touch any debris that may be in your yard. Indiana Environmental IDEM is here now, IDEM is here now. EPA is getting involved. They'll do all that testing, and they'll give us those results, and we'll communicate those as quickly as we can to let everybody know what's safe and what's not safe. Also, water. We've slowed down our consumption of water here. We've brought in additional resources. We have tankers on the scene now that are trucking in water. Plainfield Water is in a good spot, still able to provide the community with the water they need after we maxed out their system earlier. But this is going to be a long-going operation, well into the evening. We still have all the major players here and team partners that are going to assist us with this investigation. ATF is going to be the lead agency on the investigation, and it'll take days, if not weeks, to come up with a cause. But right now, everybody's safe. We have had 1 minor firefighter injury since the 3:30 update. They were treated and released back to the scene here, and they're back operating. But for now, I don't have any real new information outside of that. And I'd welcome in a few questions.
Yeah, were you able to learn anything from any of the interviews with the employees?
We have not. The ATF and our fire marshal are doing those now, and I've had no contact with them since the last time. But they're working on that, and I know it's going to take quite a process to release the associates back to their families after this interview.
Do you know how large this facility is?
This facility is almost 1.2 million square feet.
Okay.
Chief, why is it important for people to keep in mind that there are so many things that can be contained in here and potentially lead to that debris being toxic and not knowing that whether it could be right now at this point?
Right, it's the unknown, and we're going to err on the side of caution for now. We'll treat everything as if it's hazardous. We'll do the appropriate testing and stuff, and then we'll communicate that with the public as soon as it's safely to do so.
Can you talk about the structure? Sorry about the talk about the structure a little bit and how it plays a role in helping this not spread.
Yeah, this facility, like I said, is 1.2 million square feet. It does have firewalls and a fire suppression system everything was working appropriately, but it has such a heavy fire load that it overtook our crews and our ability to extinguish that fire safely. And after about half an hour of being here, we had to evacuate. As I said earlier, we did have a quick mayday situation where some firefighters became disoriented and lost. We quickly rectified that and then went back about our efforts. But it is contained right now to the square foot or the footprint of the facility. and we'll just continue to work on it here for the next few hours.
Is there any chief that it started on the 3rd floor, and how did it spread from there?
I don't have an answer to that at the moment.
Okay, but it started on the 3rd floor. So
We had fire on the 3rd floor, but we have no idea where it may have started.
Is there any word on, what the air quality is at this point? Have you gotten any updates on that? I'm sure
Absolutely not. I just arrived within the last 10 minutes, and because I'm here, I haven't had a chance to have a conversation with them, so I have no information.
how are the employees doing?
I do not know. The last time I talked to any of their associates or team members was a couple hours ago. The police department and some other folks are handling reunification.
And that reunification is happening now?
Yes, it's in progress now. The ATF is doing some interviews with some employees that were on site and in the area of the fire, and once that's done, they'll start releasing everybody. But they want to make sure they talk to everybody they need to before they leave the scene here. Right now, we have no idea what may have started this. No reason to believe it's suspicious or anything, but we'll do our due diligence over the next coming days and weeks to figure that out.
Would you attribute the fact that the employees were able to get it out to the fact that the fire system was working?
Absolutely, yes. That heavy fire load in there. It sounds like there was lots of clothing in the area where the fire started, and wrapped in plastic and such. Spread very quickly, but I think with the advanced warning systems and stuff and the accountability systems they have in place, Walmart did a very good job here of evacuating the building and making sure all our people are safe.
I was going to say, what were the successes here? The fact that we don't have any injuries, what contributed to that, and especially when you look at the thing and...
Yeah, I think the fire department was here within 3 minutes of the time we were dispatched. Just happened to be, as I said earlier, we were right down the road doing some training, so we were here within 3 minutes. The safety plans that Walmart has in place for their associates and stuff, that obviously worked. It took a little while to get accountability, but you're talking about 1,000 employees, and that's expected. But they had multiple rally points. They met there. We had a pretty good plan of what we were going to do, right? This doesn't happen every day, but we trained for it to happen every day. And we were well prepared. We've got close to 18 probably fire agencies here working now from inside, or all around Henderson County are here working to put this out. We're working as one team. We train together. We communicate together weekly for events such as this. So,
can residents in Plainfield expect there to be any sort of less water pressure or?
Right now, the water system in Plainfield is good, and we've reduced what we're using here. So I do not foresee any water issues here within the town. We've also, as I said, we're using a local pond to get water. We're trucking water in. We're using citizens' water as well as the town of Plainfield's water system. And right now, everybody should notice very little difference in their water pressure system.
Do you have enough water?
Yes, right now we have enough. I'll try to give an update again here within the next hour and a half or so, but for now
so if we have any more developments and any more updates in the next hour or so, I'll make sure I get with each of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your time. So we were listening to...
All right, well, there you have it. Plainfield Fire Department giving us an update there, as well as the police chief there that you just heard giving us an update. 1,000 employees were inside at the time, one firefighter injured, so that was the new information that just came out of that, right? So that's what we know right now. That's the very latest coming in from the fire department and the Plainfield police department as well. Now, the reunification meeting is happening as we speak at a nearby facility. That's the Amazon facility. Walmart releasing a statement thanking the local departments here for all of their work and all of the workers who were able to make it out safely. So that's the good news here tonight, if there is a silver lining. The bad news, though, this is a battle that continues to happen as we speak here in this 5 o'clock hour, and it's going to be going on for some time, no doubt about that, at least into the morning, possibly into tomorrow afternoon, 24 hours or so. So we'll keep you posted on that. We have crews all throughout the area, all throughout Plainfield, all throughout Hendricks County, trying to figure it all out. So that's the latest, like I said, from Plainfield, Indiana, where this massive fire continues to be fought by these firefighters. More coming up after the break.